Hello. Welcome back to another stream. I hope you're having a thunderous Thursday. We're going to get back to do some Miles Edgeworth investigations. Oh, yeah, this doesn't have a shortcut. Let me open up Steam. I got to get a little shortcut on my home screen for this one so I can launch it a little quicker. But yeah, let's see how far we can get into this next mystery. Because it'd be dope if we can get through another one today, but I assume they're going to get a little bit longer. Alright, where was I? Here it is. Alright. Oh, yes, let me boot up my captions as well. Alright, there we go. Captions are rocking, rolling, and the game is on. Hell yeah. Man. Ooh, yeah. The tea is brewed. The game is booted up. It's Thursday. It's Friday Eve. Let's fucking go. All right, continue. There's a lot of nice UI updates in this that I appreciate. Lots of little quality of life tweaks, you know? The return of the great thief, Yatsugarasu. Thinking back, everything began on that fateful day 2 days ago. 2 days earlier. Uh-oh. What the hell? Go you! Go you! Yes, everything began high up in the air, 9,000 feet to be precise. Thank you for flying Go You Airlines. We are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. We are asking all passengers to please return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts. Hello, failed robot. Cheeky little camera change. Just a little cheeky camera change. Yeah, you know. A little cheeky camera change. No biggie, no biggie. Nice, very nice. Indeed. I hope you're having a thunderous Thursday. Happy to see you, failed robot. March 12th, 6:13 a.m. Flight G390, first floor lounge. This is an airplane? It's a bougie-ass airplane. It's quite thunderous. A little bit of lightning that startles you a little. Oh, no. I'm doing well. I'm having a good start to the day. Ooh, this is tea made from exclusively the flowers of the tea plant, and it's really good. It smells amazing. Like honey, literally like honey. The flavor's pretty mild, but the taste or the smell is on point. Yummy. Yeah, it's really good. Those statues kind of look vaguely like Zoidberg. Why do I feel like I just woke up from a horrible nightmare? 6:13, huh? Guess I was out cold for about 10 minutes. Slight turbulence indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. For your safety, we ask that you please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelts. I suppose turbulence is to be expected on a flight. Though admittedly, I'm less comfortable with anything resembling earthquakes. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, what's that? What's this? A travel wallet, but it's not mine. How did someone else's travel wallet wind up in my pocket? My head. Why won't this headache go away? I'll take care of this travel wallet later, or hand it off to an attendant. Ugh. From earthquake-like turbulence to an elevator. What am I doing hesitating like this? Actually, I know full well why I hesitate. It was when I was still but a young child. I was caught up in a murder that happened in an elevator. But how long am I going to let my past haunt me? It's just an elevator. I'm a grown man now. I need to behave like one. What the? Ooh, that was good. What in the world happened? Is there something wrong, sir? I must ask that you please return to your seat. He's dead. Please, calm down. We mustn't jump to conclusions without all the facts. What's wrong? Did something happen? You murderer! What? No, you have it all wrong. It wasn't me. March 12th, 6:41 a.m. Flight G390, second floor, first class. Oh no! They cuffed his ass. Everyone, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have an important announcement. I am one of your flight attendants today, Rhoda Tenero. Unfortunately, we have just had a minor accident on this flight. An accident? Don't treat us like we're stupid. I caught a glimpse and it was a murder. Murder happening in an airline gotta be the worst idea out there. Yeah, for real. Like, where are you gonna run, man? We'll find you. Actually, I guess this is sort of a play on like the murder on a train trope. Just a modern adaptation, huh? Though I feel like getting off on a train is a little easier than an airplane. What? Murder? What's going on with this flight? Everyone, please calm down. There's no reason to panic. This flight will stay on course and make its scheduled landing. We are still currently in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence. So until we are out of this area of turbulence, I ask that you please remain seated. But someone was killed, right? I mean, what about the killer? Let me off! Please, there's no need to feel threatened. We have already apprehended the culprit. Oh no. That's a big-ass law book, too. I ask that everyone please remain calm. What the heck is he talking about? Why should we remain calm? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor, and I assure you I am not the killer. Ha! Being a prosecutor doesn't make you incapable of murder, buddy. Now you listen here. I am not the killer. I simply found the body. So you say, however, I am sure that you are the perpetrator of this crime. I swear on my honor as a professional flight attendant. I don't honestly think that holds a lot of weight, if I'm being real. Oh, is that right? I know what I saw. And there's even very strong incriminating evidence to back me up. What kind of incriminating evidence is she talking about? We've already alerted the proper authorities at our destination. Until we land, you will remain in our custody by the powers vested in our captain. I'm very sorry, but please understand our situation. Your situation? I'm more concerned with mine and the direction it's going in. I'm not about to just sit idly by while I get accused of murder. Miss Tenero, is it? Yes. I was wondering if you might give me a chance. A chance? To do what? A chance to plead my case. And a chance to ask you what you meant by incriminating evidence just now. To accuse a passenger of such a grave crime without allowing him to give a proper defense. Can the professional flight attendant inside of you really call this action righteous? You have a point. Very well, I'll listen to what you have to say. But be wary of what you reveal. I'm afraid you'll only look even more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. I also do not have the time to deal with you all day, so please do make it quick. Of course, as you wish. Good. Very well then, let's get started. I know for a fact I didn't kill the man in that elevator. What I don't know is what sort of evidence she has up her sleeve. But I'm certain it doesn't fit with how the crime really occurred. Here we go, first matchup. Or square off, or face off. What Ms. Tenero saw. I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Oh my god, that is her hair. That's wild, that's a sick bun. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I am certain you are the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator. It was you, standing there with fresh blood dripping off the murder weapon. So if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land. That's it? That's her evidence? I don't think you could ask for a more perfect witness testimony. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it. Yeah, weren't we holding like a wallet? Okay. Hold it! Hold it! Tell me exactly what puts the pro and professional flight attendant for you. Well, it means we're very professional about how we take care of our passengers. Services like fetching papers and responding to calls are done with speed and accuracy. I can assure you that I give testimonies with the same level of professionalism. I'm sure you've already realized that by now, right? It's a bit hard to appreciate your professionalism when I'm the one under suspicion. And there you have it. My professional testimony is accurate and reliable. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm certain you are the killer. You certainly seem sure of yourself. Of course. A professional flight attendant can't afford to make mistakes after all. Perhaps, but you must admit there are a few who can look at murder with a clear mind. We attendants all go through extensive training and are always calm and collected. We'll even calmly serve you coffee, if you so wish, as the plane makes a splashdown. The twitch. I fail to see how that would be calm and rational thing to do in an emergency. Even until the bitter end, we are there to serve the passengers. That is the duty of all professional flight attendants. You certainly are confident. Anyway, shall we return to your testimony? The scene I saw in front of the elevator. Hold it! Yes? What did you see in front of the elevator? That's what I was just about to tell you, Mr. Edgeworth. Framed by the elevator doors and bathed in light coming from within. It was you, standing there with fresh blood dripping off the murder weapon. The murder weapon dripping with blood. Really now? I swear that it was a grisly scene I saw before me. Thank goodness it wasn't a passenger who saw, or there'd be widespread panic by now. As I recall, you were quite panicked yourself at the time. Excuse me? You were scared enough to misread the situation and accuse me of murder. Nonsense! Professional flight attendants cannot afford to be that flustered. I witnessed the murder scene and am now listening to your defense, all with a smile. Apparently you also lie with a smile on your face. So if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land. Hold it! I am not the culprit, and yet you would keep these restraints on me? Mr. Edgeworth, please try to understand what kind of situation you're in right now. And what exactly is my situation? I have the backing of the captain to keep you bound this way. We are within our legal right to restrain anyone who might threaten our captain mid-flight. In essence, you're in the same situation as someone who's been arrested by the police. So I am to stay restrained until I can clear up all of her doubts. At least I'm close. Her mistake shines like the silver lining on a dark rain cloud, and I'm gonna capture some of that light with evidence. Alright, it's this one. Yes. Objection! Yeah, take that. Miss Tenero! Ooh, what is with the yelling all of a sudden? Force of habit. Well, it doesn't matter. Miss Tenero, you say you saw the murder weapon dripping with blood, is that correct? Yes, all that blood. Drip, drip, drip. Just recalling that scene sends a chill down my spine. Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you. What? I'd like to direct your attention to this. Do you know what this is? It's a travel wallet, right? First he had a murder happen in his office, then he gets accused of murder. Yeah, for real. Bro got almost as bad luck as, Birdie. Is that Maggie Bird? He got almost as bad luck as her. Maybe he took it from her. Now she's got good luck. But it looks a little big and bulky. The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator was this very travel wallet, Miss Tenero. What? Impossible. Now then, do you still think I'm the killer? That I killed him with a travel wallet? No, but I saw the blood dripping from the wallet. I know I did. As you can see, this wallet is clearly stained. But if you would be so kind as to take a whiff, I think you'd agree it's only grape juice. Then... That's right, you mistook grape juice for blood. The murder weapon dripping with blood does not, in fact, exist. No! There. That should clear up that pesky accusation.
Wait just a sec. That is... I mean, even a wallet could be deadly if it was wrapped around something heavy. I demand that you show me what's inside. Please.
She's trembling and tacked on please at the end. Sounds like I've got her. There's no need to look inside. Even you can tell from its appearance that it's light.
No, I can't be sure of anything until I see the contents of that wallet for myself.
She's a persistent one. I suppose we have no choice but to see what's inside. Miss Tenero, if you would be so kind as to open the wallet and check its contents for me.
All right. I usually don't pry into passengers' belongings, but we have no choice here.
Of Borginia. It seems the passport is all that's in here. As you saw, there is nothing but a passport inside. This renders your wallet was the murder weapon argument moot. Wouldn't you agree?
Please, hear me out, Mr. Edgeworth.
What is it now?
Well, I was wondering, whose passport is it exactly? Can I take a look?
Why not? I'm rather curious myself. This is...
Just as I thought. This travel wallet belonged to Mr. Akbe Hicks, which makes it the victim's property.
Indeed. Slightly unrelated, but it would have been funny if you were playing Apollo Justice, because today is the day the first case happens in that game. Oh, damn! That's wild. We had that happen to us at the end of Ace Attorney, so that would have been funny to have that happen again with Apollo Justice. What a coincidence. So close.
You stole the victim's wallet, didn't you?
How dare you?
You said it yourself. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hands when I found you. Perhaps I did misconstrue the wallet for the murder weapon, but it seems that I wasn't wrong about who the culprit is.
It's so her, isn't it? Like, you can't be this obtuse.
As you claim, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks's money, weren't you?
So, yeah, I could afford a ticket on this insanely bougie plane, but I'm gonna murder a guy for his petty cash. Okay. So even though I didn't have the murder weapon on me, you still suspect me, I see.
You stood up at the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hand. How can I turn a blind eye and not suspect you of foul play?
This plane literally has an elevator. Like,
who can afford a plane like that?
alrighty. It's not the sharpest tool in the shed. Yeah. Seems that way, huh?
As you claim, the murder weapon is not a travel wallet.
Hold it. Shouldn't that be proof enough for you that I did not murder the victim?
Not at all.
Oh, and why not?
Because that wallet may not have been what I thought it was. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed.
You think I stole it?
Yes, I'm very sorry to say it, and I wouldn't usually be so rude, but it must be said. I never thought I'd see the day, but here I am calling a passenger a thief. Maybe I should put on a serious face and say it more directly. I believe you removed the wallet from the victim's personage.
It really doesn't matter how you phrase it. What I'd like to know is why you think I stole Mr. Hicks's wallet.
I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple.
I don't think I have any sort of motive to speak of. I've never met Mr. Hicks before, and our only connection is this one flight.
But that is more than enough of a reason.
How do you figure?
He was sitting in first class, and I think the implication is quite clear. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks's money, weren't you?
Hold it!
You think I was after his money? Where did that cockamamie idea come from?
True, you are a passenger in first class, but...
Slightly unrelated, but her pun name is Road to Nowhere. It sounds like that. Road to Narrow. Yeah, I can kind of see it. Check profiles. Bad. There we go. That's right. I forgot I have those in here too. Rhoda Tenero. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that. Rhoda Tenero. That's good. That's good.
I thought something was off about you and those deeply etched lines on your forehead.
They're not lines. They're perfectly normal and part of my natural face.
I don't think I've ever met someone with such a terrible countenance on a flight before.
Bro is so tilted.
And that's when it hit me. You have the face of someone with money trouble.
She really is making a fool of herself, pursuing this line of logic. I should spare her and present her the piece of evidence that contradicts her testimony. Alright, so let's see here. I mean, prosecutors get paid well, right?
Objection!
Miss Tenero, what do you think about this piece of... Nope, that wasn't it. So good.
I was being unprofessional. As a pro, I should have listened to your question with a smile. And I must also answer all questions with a smile.
Ugh. Just say what you mean when you have no answer to my question. I don't think any testimonies in the series will ever acknowledge the badge. Yeah, that's a good point. I was thinking like, I'm a prosecutor, I'm well paid, I'm not trying to get someone's money, but yeah, that was a bit of a stretch. Okay, what can I present that contradicts? Oh, well, there was no money in here, right? Oh, the money was left all over there. Yeah. Okay. It's got to be this. I wonder if I might get a word in, Miss Tenero.
What is it now?
Miss Tenero, I wonder if you noticed the contradiction within your own testimony.
What are you talking about?
It's simply impossible that the motive for this murder was monetary theft. One glance at the crime scene should have told you that. What about this scene would prove the motive for murder was not the money? The money! Oh, okay. We're gonna present the money.
Take that!
If I may direct your attention to the things strewn all over the floor, That's right. The floor is covered in bills and coinage. By your rationale, these were the very things the killer was after. I think we can assume that the wallet fell during the victim's struggle with his killer. And I would think that the killer would have noticed something like money scattering everywhere. Furthermore, as you can see, there was no effort made by the killer to gather the money.
But the wallet.
Objection!
Ah, yes, the wallet. You will also recall that the only thing in it was Mr. Hicks's passport. If you are really insisting that it was a crime based on greed, then you're claiming that it was all for an empty travel wallet.
I forgive me, please.
Hey, what the heck? Are you saying the attendant's wrong? So that guy isn't the killer?
I don't believe it. Everyone, it's a trick.
Will you all please be quiet? Miss Tenero,
Yes.
you lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus, the lounge was dark, and looking into the light from the elevator, it's easy to see how you mistook the wallet in my hand for the murder weapon. I take no offense that you thought I was the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Thank you for releasing me.
What the? Bro speaking in hieroglyphics.
What is it now?
That's Borginian. Oh, I see.
Miss Tenero, if you could please translate, I'd be much obliged.
It sounds like Borginian, but I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on this flight who...
I said that he is giving the runabout. I said that he is giving the runabout. I don't require an interpreter. I speak English just well, see? You, the attendant.
Yes, sir.
I want this person to be under arrest until we arrive at the airport. I'm sorry, sir, but what exactly are you hoping for? What is it you want? I'm finished talking to the likes of you. Please, I would like to hear why you would like me to be held under arrest until we land. You! How dare you waste my time? You are the one who stuck your nose into my affairs. I wanted to spend at least one more second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are. I see through you. Insolvent! Yes, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it in English. Well, I should hope I'm not monetarily bankrupt, but I don't think that's what you meant.
Everyone's calling him broke. The flight attendant, this dude.
I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name. I'm Zinc LeBlanc, too, the second. I am a very wealthy man in the Bourguignon. I am not an ordinary rich man. I am an art dealer, a rich seller of beauty.
Edgeworth going through so much bullshit compared to Nick. Yeah, for real. It's rough. It's rough for edgy boy out here. Mr. LeBlanc, what did you mean just now?
Pardon?
When you said that Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the runabout.
I have to explain? Unbelievable. I'll say it once and once only. I do not have even a second to waste. Time is money, as they say. Yes, and yet you continue to blather on. I saw it. Yes, I did. I saw the victim go onto the elevator. Going down to the lounge. It was exactly at 6 o'clock.
And what's the significance of that time?
At 6, he says. Wait, you saw him at 6?
What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
He understands, I see. Miss Attendant, what time did you discover the body?
Well, it was a little after that patch of turbulence, so I would say around 6:15.
Hicks was his name, wasn't it? Then I say that man Hicks was killed in the 15-minute time span. And the only person in the lounge at that time was this prosecutor, yes?
Yeah, I was in my seat the whole time.
Me too. I was watching the movie and enjoying a fine glass of grape juice.
I was still eating.
Still haven't finished, see? That looks good. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm kinda jelly. The other passengers have an alibi, so you have no problem with them, I suppose. No compliant, I see. Not a single word against this, right? I have no way of discounting what you have put forth at this point, but it wasn't me. Airplane food kind of asked the low-key, doubt that steak would be good. Yeah, for real, that's so true.
Also, I doubt you'd get a steak on an airplane, honestly. They usually give you just like kind of slop.
Oh, you don't say. But do you have what you say, the evidence?
Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all?
Mr. LeBlanc, I suppose you are quite certain in what you saw? Enough to give testimony? Of course! I was looking at the man the whole time. He was playing with that annoying little, small machine the whole time. Machine? Yes, that's what you people call it in English, yes? It was making me crazy with the click, click, click. From that description, it sounds like some sort of small computer.
I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is a cell phone. I have to say that I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself.
A simple cell phone? A laptop or organizer I can see, but that's kind of low budget. I hate that noisy little machine in his hand. Not a fragment of beauty. All it produces is ugly sounds. Anyway, I know what I saw. Miss Tenero.
Yes?
I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene.
What? You want to examine the crime scene?
If you would grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I can produce the real culprit. I don't like the sound of that. Fox in the duck pen. Yes, I think that's how you say it in English.
Close enough.
And it's Fox guarding the hen house, and I believe my innocence was proven earlier. And if I'm even given the chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts.
I can kind of relate to that. I hear people like use expressions and things sometimes, or like misuse a word, and I just like have the overwhelming compulsion to correct it, and I have to fight that because I understand what they meant, and most people don't appreciate being corrected like that. If you know the person, if I know them well, I'll correct it, but it's just like this powerful compulsion that I'm just like, I gotta tell you the truth. Blame the system, not the systemer is my favorite. Yeah, exactly. Because like a lot of these people are like, they use these words and phrases incorrectly, not because they like are intentionally being ignorant or something. They just probably didn't receive the best education or just didn't have the opportunity to learn this stuff, you know? I try to honestly approach more and more stuff in life with that kind of mindset of just like empathizing and giving people the benefit of the doubt that like maybe they just don't know. Maybe they never had the opportunity to learn. Because oftentimes that's the case. And man, I feel a lot better about the world and the people around when I look at things that way.
Miss Tenero, if you wait until we arrive, there's a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then.
I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say.
Ha! This should not be approved. Please, Mr.
Oh, please, Mr. LeBlanc. In an emergency, all decisions are to be made by the captain alone. Now, please, wait here while I go ask the captain what to do. I'll be right back.
You're not planning to erase evidence when you're doing your investigation, yes? Of course not. Heh. We'll see.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene.
What? Unbelievable!
I am in your debt, Miss Tenero.
However, there is one condition. I am to supervise you. Can you agree to that?
Of course, I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural as I am still a suspect in this case.
See, I'm thinking maybe it's LeBlanc, because I think Tenero maybe was just a little burned out and panicked, you know, and misread the situation, because she's being pretty helpful right now. And if she did it, I don't think she'd be this helpful, you know? This guy, on the other hand, he seems like he's got something he wants to hide. I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. I hope this is reassurance enough that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to use Y to talk.
It's time to head to the scene of the crime. The first floor lounge.
No comments from the peanut gallery, eh? You okay?
Excuse me, but may I have a word with you? You there.
If you need something, please ask Miss Rhoda over there, okay?
What the? Hey, wake up, you.
I'm terribly sorry that she's being so rude, Mr. Edgeworth.
No need for you to apologize. I just find it hard to believe she's asleep on the job.
Honestly, sleeping on the job is less shocking to the fact that she's doing it standing up. That's quite impressive, honestly.
If I were her boss, I'd see to it that her salary was cut so low that it was in the red.
She has a teddy bear too. Yeah, I see that with a little police cap. Or maybe it's a captain's cap, actually. That's so funny. I'm impressed. I don't know how she manages, but damn, sleeping standing up is quite the feat. Look at motherfuckers stewing over here. Oh man, lots of good stuff to see here. How did you find your meal to be, Mr. Edgeworth?
Come to think of it, I forgot all about it. I must have been asleep or something.
Bro, is a tomato for real? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Let me prepare you something right away.
What are you apologizing for, Miss Tenero?
I failed in my professional duties by letting a passenger go hungry. Please, help yourself if you see anything fancy. Feel free. Or to anything you feel fancy.
I think I'll take my time later after I've solved this case. Thanks.
This isn't my seat. Whose seat is... Oh, okay.
This was Mr. Hicks's seat. I don't see the machine Mr. LeBlanc was talking about.
Perhaps it's in the elevator?
Maybe. We should probably head down to the crime scene now.
Let me get a lay of the land first. Don't get near me, you criminal. He said, don't get near me, you criminal.
I'm not the killer, and I intend to prove that starting now.
But that's contrary to the facts. He says, but that's contrary to the facts.
I can understand his English just fine. Thank you very much. What's a lifesaver doing here?
I bought it in the in-flight shop just beyond the lounge. If something should happen, having one will save your life.
I think this guy would have been better off not taking a plane to begin with.
Kind of reminds me of this movie I watched. I can't remember what it's called, but it's about a bunch of people who were doing like therapy to overcome their fear of flying. And then they get stranded when they're doing their like exposure therapy flight. It's pretty funny. I'll have to see if I can figure out what that is, but this dude reminds me of those characters. Oh, lots of space to explore.
Hey, miss, how about another glass? Excuse me, but I was wondering if you know anything about the murderer.
How about it? How about another glass together?
I'm sorry, but I must decline.
I wasn't talking to you. I was asking the cute attendant.
I'm sorry, but I'm on the clock right now. But if you need a refill, I'd be happy to bring you another glass at any time.
You got it, Toots.
That's no way to talk to a lady.
Ugh, yeah. I swear, the way most... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is a big-ass plane. The way so many dudes talk to women and about women is so gross. Oh, okay.
I want to thank you for your help back there, Miss Tenero.
It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you. Your standing with me hasn't changed one iota.
I see. I'll bear that in mind.
I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that we reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you are not making progress. And when we do, he asks that you please return to your seat at that time.
So my time runs out at his and his crew's discretion, doesn't? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board?
I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat. We made it through a search of the plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between those two classes in first class without a staff keycard. And we found no record of a keycard being used at all.
Which means that I have a first-class killer on my hands. At least I know that much for sure. And one other thing. No one has been allowed near this crime scene since the murder was discovered either.
Alright, here we go. You can press Y to talk to her and present evidence too, by the way. This goes for anyone that follows you during investigations. Okay, so she's basically filling the role of Gumshoe for this episode of it.
Now then, let's get started.
But where should we start from?
Yes, cool.
Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statements. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means that the killer was around somewhere.
If we are to believe what you say is true, then yes.
The first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust. What floors does his elevator service?
How many floors are on this plane? I need to see this plane just for the sheer feat of engineering that it is.
Only the first and second, although it can go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flight crew keycard.
So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second, huh?
I think you can see it at the end, lol. Awesome. Okay, it's got a first and second floor, and there's a cargo, which these are the ones the elevator can go to. But she said it can only go to the first and second, and also the cargo, implying there's at least one other floor. This is a 4-decker airplane. A quad-decker airplane. Unreal.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Alright, so we saw the money.
Money is strewn all over the elevator floor. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks's wallet at some point. What is this? Sinister-looking figure on the floor here. Huh.
Oh, that's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Uggo. Captain Uggo. Oh, wait, the eyes. Isn't that what the teddy bear that the other flight attendant was holding? It's just one of many pieces of merchandise we sell at our in-flight shop. This bank is a limited edition, and it's so popular that we're down to our last one.
You have an in-flight shop?
Yeah, there's a store on this plane? Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment, but it was open the whole flight up until Mr. Hicks's body was discovered.
There's blood on here. Could this have been the murder weapon? Mayhaps. I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in an elevator on this flight.
So, Mr. Hicks, he's really dead?
Yes. She's trembling. Although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right there.
Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes.
I see she's over the trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks's head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard. Even his glasses are broken.
One sec, just making some tea.
Damn. Alright. I wonder what was hanging off of his lanyard. Something's missing from this picture. Now if I could just put my finger on it. There's something sticking out of his pocket. I hope he won't mind if I take a look what's inside. It's a picture. It looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere.
Alright, looks like it's time to do some deductions. Oh, wait. I see, okay. Right, I forgot how the deduction thing works.
This crime scene completely contradicts this piece of evidence.
Oh, no. I see. Right, I gotta... It's the left bumper. That's what I gotta do. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay, no, I do need to deduct something. Okay, is it this? But what piece of evidence? Clues, okay. Where the blood is still fresh. Could this be the murder weapon? Let's try this. Hell yeah.
A statue with blood on it lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I think I figured something out.
Yes? What is it?
The way the blood on this is, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head.
Well, aren't we deserving of the Master of the Obvious title?
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think that's worth investigating?
It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon.
Oh, I just knew it. I mean, I can't think of any other connection.
Perhaps Master of the Oblivious would be more befitting.
Damn. What do you think of the game so far, by the way? I like it a lot. In a lot of ways, it kind of feels like a sort of streamlined version of Ace Attorney. So, like, it's very similar, but different in pretty convenient, like, in pretty nice ways. Not that there's anything wrong with Ace Attorney. Just feels like they've streamlined the gameplay loop a little bit more. Excuse me. Okay, broken glasses. I don't think we have any more of these, but what can I deduce? Well, where's the rest of the blood, honestly? Okay, maybe we'll return to this.
A pity that a bronze statue knows not when a good drink has been spilt at its feet.
I agree. Investigation 2 is really, really good. I'd say it's up there with Ace Attorney 3 if you like that one. Sick. I'm excited. I've heard it hyped up. You're not the first one to hype it up in chat, so I'm really excited about it.
This is a statue of our founder, Mr. Uggo Hughes, who was a big fan of grape juice. I'm sure he would be thrilled if he knew so much grape juice was here at his feet.
Is that a hint of hero worship I detect?
Mayhaps.
The in-flight shop is just beyond these shutters. I was wondering if that's what this was. But we don't have permission to open them, so I'm afraid we must leave them closed.
There must still be clues to be found here in this lounge. I must remain ever vigilant. Glasses and candle thrown into disarray by the turbulence. It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second. And I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off. I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake.
Damn, poor Edgeworth straight up got PTSD. That's rough, man. Oh, boy. Also, the first ad break is about to start. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Appreciate if you hang tight, and then we'll be free for an hour. So yeah, thank you, and see you soon.
Not that I would know, since I was unconscious for most of it.
Okay, this chair is knocked over.
This toppled over chair, yet another victim of the turbulence.
No, look at all the grape juice staining the back. It may not look it, but this chair was extremely valuable.
It was?
Yes, it was used when the Rocker Pals came to tour this plane. The Rocker Pals' leader sat in this very chair.
I'm sorry, but what are these Rocker Pals? I can't believe you never
heard of them. They're all the rage. The Rocker Pals are an extremely popular international band. They added the pals part as they became more popular, especially among teens.
Ah, that explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe about them later. On second thought, I can already see how confusing the conversation would get. Wonder, who is this?
Oh yeah, we saw this. Okay, I thought this was gonna comment on the ice bucket.
The one on the left is of when he was in his 40s, and the other is him in his 80s.
Interesting. Did the man age at all over those 4 decades? Maybe I need to squint more.
These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds tell me nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, you look like you're talking to the clouds.
Is that so? Then tell me, what do you suppose I said to them?
I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation. Damn.
The clouds. They tell me nothing. There are a few copies of Sky Magazine in the magazine rack. This month's special is an English trivia quiz. This not a bad idea. I've heard that the youth of today don't know a particle from a participle.
Now, please don't go around confusing people with made-up words, Mr. Edgeworth. Who's ever heard of such a silly word as a participle?
Case in point. These bottles and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence. There's quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful when passing through the area.
Thank you very much for warning, Mr. Edgeworth. However, no matter how kind you are towards me, know that it does not clear up any suspicion I have about you.
I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name.
This door leads to the flight attendant's room, but please understand it's off limits to unauthorized personnel.
The room is giving off the scent of women's perfume. One would think that perfume would smell great, however, it simply smells. Not that I have any interest in what lies behind this door. Perhaps we should return to the
Perhaps we should return to the investigation, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth?
Sorry, I spaced out for a second there.
This grand piano is the pride of the plane. It can play the music of whatever CD we insert into its CD drive.
That's not a piano. It's more like an overgrown music box.
Oh, but its keys to press along with the music as though there really is someone playing it.
Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys.
Alright, there's gotta be something here that we're missing. Oh. Whoops. There we go.
There's no grape juice resident on the soles of his shoes, making it highly unlikely that Mr. Hicks entered the elevator after the turbulence.
Okay, let's be nice and thorough. Alright, so now let's see what we got. Okay, so if he... We know he... Let's see. Yes, this. Okay. This crime scene completely contradicts this piece of evidence.
I'm sorry, but where?
I see the truth here in my mind's eye. I'll try to explain it in a simpler fashion for you.
Alright.
There's something missing from this scene in front of me, and I'll show Miss Tenero what's off through that piece of evidence.
Let's try talking to her.
Are you in need of assistance?
Miss Tenero, I'd like to ask you about investigating the lounge.
As long as you have the captain's permission, I can't stop you from looking around.
If you could pass a message along, tell him I'm grateful for his spirit of cooperation.
I will. However, please realize that you are still under suspicion. To be honest, I still have my doubts about you.
Of course, and I take no offense.
Do you really understand what I'm saying?
Yes, verily.
Do you pinky swear you do, on your honor as a professional prosecutor?
I pinky swear I do on my honor as a professional prosecutor.
Well, I guess that settles that.
I feel my honor as a man slowly diminishing.
Oh.
I was wondering if you noticed anything, Miss Tenero.
Yes, I can't help but notice the sad atmosphere in here.
Yes. It is rather a tragic crime.
I'll say, robbing the poor man after bludgeoning him to death. Talk about rubbing in the salt.
I believe I mentioned this earlier, but no money was stolen from Mr. Hicks.
Oh, yes, you did. Sorry for the accusation. But I still insist there is something off or missing from when he was at his seat.
Oh? Is something missing?
I can't forgive someone who would do this to a passenger of mine. I swear as a professional flight attendant that I will capture the culprit with my own hands.
And I promise as a prosecutor to solve this case with logic and deduction. I should go over all the leads I've collected so far one more time. The key to solving this lies at the intersection of my logic and the evidence.
Let me save, because I'm really taking heavy L's right here. Alright, now let's try to present something. Oh, interesting. Can I present this to her? Oh, okay. Okay, so we can just get her opinion on anything then. Okay, well, now let me see here. This is a piece of evidence. So if I look here, and I look here... Aha! I don't know why that took me so long to figure out, honestly.
Mr. Hicks's machine is nowhere to be found.
His machine?
Ahem, his cell phone, Miss Tenero.
Ah, so I guess it's because it's not here.
Yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it.
Okay, so now, what can we do? Not much yet. What am I missing? Oh, wait. There we go.
There's some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence.
Oh, we must clean that up or something might get hurt.
Aha!
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I found some very important evidence. Oh, the footprints, yeah. What is the important piece of evidence in this scene?
Take that!
What is it?
They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree they are a set of footprints.
So you think...
Yes, these belong to our killer.
Oh, then maybe we should check the shoe sizes of everyone in first class.
I don't think that'll be of any help to us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match.
Oh, I see.
Okay, where was the killer? Oh, I definitely feel like I've got something to combine. Let me try the grape juice.
The pieces don't fit together quite right.
No, they don't. Shit. Well, what if I present the... Oh, wait. This is fresh. Okay.
Did you notice anything?
I was wondering whose footprints those are next to the elevator.
I'd say the killers, wouldn't you say? Even if they aren't, I'm sure they're a vital clue to solving this case.
Ooh, maybe there are other clues waiting to be found in other places. Come on now, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's go find them together.
A word of advice, nobody likes a credit thief, so stop stealing my lines.
Lol. Ba-bum-bum-bum. Okay, so yeah, I think I got everything that's gonna be found here now. So, something's gotta combine. Let me save again. Yeah, I'm definitely kind of fishing for answers at this point. What am I missing? Oh. Right? Fuck. Huh. What am I missing? Okay. What am I missing? Can I ask you to open this now, maybe? Alright, there has to be some sort of logic connection we can make then. Alright. True, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then it's a different story. That took me too fucking long. That's fair. Hey, now we're cooking.
I have it.
I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder.
What? Really?
Yes, it's rather simple, actually. The proof is in the pudding. Or rather, the grape juice in this case. These footsteps here confess to me this very fact. That someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean the second person.
But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself?
Ah, but if you take a look at our victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless.
Got a pure soul.
Which means Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator.
Hey, that one was a little tricky, but we got it. We did the thing.
What's going on over there?
Oh, God. Unforgivable. This is unforgivable. You understand what I'm saying? The movie is late. It is the same level of bad as if the plane arrived late.
But the movie...
What? I will not talk to you anymore. You were just wasting my time.
What's the matter, Mr. LeBlanc?
There's no emergency. Please return to your seats.
Oh, if there's no emergency, please return to your seats, sir.
Do not tell me what to do. I need not to sit down. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you're innocent yet?
If you would like, I'll prove my innocence to you right now.
What? Nonsense. Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken?
Not mistaken, merely that there is room for doubt. I'd be most honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more.
Fine, suit yourself.
What I saw.
I'm certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. It was when the needles on my pocket watch pointed to the 6 and 12. The body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the lounge, yes? Then you, the only person in the lounge at the time, must be the criminal.
We'll see.
Mr. LeBlanc's conclusions seem to make logical sense. After all, the only person in the lounge at the supposed time of the murder was me.
So, my eyewitness testimony. If you think you can destroy it, come, let me see. Hurry. Do I look like a man who's having the time to wait for you?
Why is he so irritated? I'm the one accused of murder here. Anyway, I must find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's account somehow, and fast.
I am certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator.
Hold it!
Mr. LeBlanc, were you able to get a good look at the inside of the elevator at the time?
Of course I saw what was inside.
And you are sure that the victim in the elevator was alone?
Yes. The only person inside was Mr. Hicks, that Mr. Hicks man.
This last outburst is a bit too important to let go.
Hold it!
Was he really alone?
Of course. I will bet even 1 cent.
A cheap ante for a cheap testimony. But if that's how you want to play it, I'll happily take your 1 cent.
It was when the needles on my pocket watch pointed to the 6 and the 12.
I assume your pocket watch in this case is the one you keep checking, is that correct?
Oh, you noticed. It's a very expensive antique, I'll have you know. The feeling is wonderful when I fully wind it up by hand.
It does look very well designed and quite classy.
I'll have to charge you if you want to touch it.
That's quite all right. Let's continue with our testimony.
Huh? What a cheap man you are. Now return the time you wasted back to me. And if we must, I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator at 6 o'clock. The body was discovered 15 minutes after in the lounge, yes?
It's true that I found the victim's body at 6:15.
And that's when I found the two of them as well.
See? It all matches my testimony. Then you, the only person in the lounge at the time, must be the criminal.
Hold it!
That is the most mistaken way of thinking I've ever heard of.
No. Your silly opinion is what is mistaken.
Please calm down, the both of you. In a sense, you're both mistaken.
Well, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle black, then I don't know what is. I spy a little hole in his words. As you wish, Mr. LeBlanc. I will now show you proof of my innocence.
Let's do a quick little save.
Objection!
Something being dragged. Interesting.
Mr. LeBlanc,
What is it?
there's a very glaring contradiction in your testimony.
What do you mean?
Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There at the spilled grape juice.
Yes, and will you admit you also spilled it with the blood?
No, it spilled itself during the turbulence. But the interesting thing here is the set of grape juice footprints.
Footprints?
Yes, the ones that lead from within the elevator out into the lounge itself. It's evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks has exited the elevator alive.
Ugh!
There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth?
Can you please translate for us? No way. That's totally impossible. I guess is what he said.
No way, that's totally impossible. I know there was no other person in there. I saw him with my own eyes.
This song goes hard as fuck, by the way. If you want to know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying to us.
I suppose she's right. He doesn't seem to be lying. But then what does it mean? What about this contradiction? Mr. LeBlanc, please, just once more, will you recall the details of what you witnessed for me?
I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was always checking the time over and over again, having to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me. And I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. But I swear there was no one else inside. No one.
Mr. LeBlanc, if you would please calm down.
What? Yeah, you two have an issue with my eyewitness testimony?
No, not at all. Please forget I said anything.
Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying. But I can't let this testimony stand as the truth.
What I Saw Part 2. Excuse me.
Hold it!
So are you still upset now?
I'm always upset. The only time I'm not is when I have a piece of art in my hands.
It's surprisingly easy to believe that about him.
But I was even more upset when Mr. Hicks walked by me. I was always checking the time over and over again.
Why were you so attentive to the time?
Because something unforgivable was happening.
Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier.
I was given a complaint to the attendant about the movie starting time. Return back to me my time and money. You understand my point.
Movie? Is he talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine? A summary of the plot and its start time. Interesting.
Oh, yeah. Because way back in the day, they didn't have like the in-seat custom personal entertainment systems. You had to all watch the same movie.
They were supposed to show License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder.
I'm turning into Gumshoe.
I cannot see that movie in my country. You can only see it on international flights. I look forward greatly to that movie. Check my pocket watch whenever possible so I would not miss it. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board. So my watch is not wrong. It matched the schedule. But the movie was still late. Very, very late.
Your pocket watch. I'd like to ask you a little more about that if it's all right.
Hold it!
So this movie you mentioned, is it the one listed in the Sky magazine?
Yes. I was so looking forward to watching License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder.
Miss Tenero, was this movie shown on this flight?
Yes, it was shown at the scheduled time.
Isn't it possible you simply slept through it by accident?
Nonsense. You doubt me?
No, now stop pointing at me like that. Odd. How did he miss a movie that he was clearly hoping to see?
I checked my pocket watch a great number of times. That much I know for sure. My watch is set to the destination time. I always set it when I board the plane.
You're sure about what you just testified, Mr. LeBlanc?
Yes, of course. I'm a very busy man. I'm immediately busy when I land. I have many places to go and no time to waste adjusting my pocket watch.
I see. That was a very valuable statement you just made.
Huh. Flatter me all you want, but you'll not get 1 cent out of me.
That's all right. All I require is the piece of this piece of testimony.
It happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed.
Since you only happened to see him, is it possible that you missed something in that glance?
Even if I only happened, I did not miss a thing.
And how can you be so sure?
Just because.
I would appreciate it if you didn't take my life so lightly with the simple just because.
Well, I was only making a joke.
A joke.
I saw Mr. Hicks, all right? And I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering.
Hold it!
Is it possible that someone was hiding inside?
What? You dare insult me? I have belief in my eyesight. When I look far to sell, I'm told often I have a great sight for the arts.
I think the phrase you were looking for was great sense, although that's debatable. But isn't it possible that someone was just outside your line of sight?
You are persistent, I tell you. I looked clearly. But I swear there was no one else inside. No one.
Hold it!
Why do you insist that you are absolutely not mistaken?
Because when I say I am not wrong, I am not wrong.
Mr. LeBlanc, if I may, I think beyond misconceptions and mistake lies the truth.
Funny that suspiciously mirrors something I told her only a little while ago.
I honestly don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying.
I don't think he's lying either. But I think he might be mistaken about something.
Mistaken?
Yes, and I'm going to correct his mistaken recollection with evidence.
And this professional attendance shall witness the prowess of a professional prosecutor. Good lord.
All right, what could I present? They correspond to departure time zone.
Objection!
We got him.
Mr. LeBlanc, you said this just now in your testimony.
I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board.
Now, if your watch has been set to our destination's time zone, it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination.
Yes, and the correct time is worth its 6 cents.
I would like you to take a look at this. If you believe this Sky magazine, clocks on this flight run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone. Of course, the movie schedule was also created with that in mind. Miss Tenero, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned to right now?
Well, we made a short stop at a transfer point.
That's right. It was in a small Asian country, the Republic of Zhengfa.
But we didn't readjust our onboard clocks at that time. So right now, we are still running on Borginian time.
What?
The time difference between Borginia and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch would be out of sync with the schedule.
What?
Further, with your analog watch set to our destination's time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks. It also changes everything about your testimony, and you can bet 1,000,000 cents on that. In light of this information, it means you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior at 3 a.m.
My 1,000,000 cents!
This should clear up all of the remaining accusations.
So this basically widens the time frame for the time of the death, right?
Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim enter the elevator at 3 a.m. It means that the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6:15 a.m. Now, the question is, where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time, and what was he doing?
I've got something to say.
And you are?
Yeah, oh. Cheesy ass smile. I'm Cammy Meal. I'm a flight attendant.
And what is it you wish to say?
Chamomile? Oh, because she's so sleepy. That's good. Well, I think your story is a little different from how I remember it. What do you mean, Cammy? I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know.
What? How can you be so sure of the time?
Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were parked at the transfer point.
The stop made for refueling and cargo transfer in Zhengfa, correct?
Yes, it was from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. according to our clocks.
And during that time, did any of the passengers leave, or did any new ones board this flight?
No, not a single person got off or on in Zhengfa.
What about the flight crew?
The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off. But eventually everyone, including Cammy and myself, came back on the plane.
So basically, I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff. Interesting. I should keep that in mind. Refueling in Zhengfa, data jotted down in my organizer.
Yeah, and I answered his call. I can tell you Mr. Abby Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m. Or Acme. My bad.
Alright, then that puts the time of murder between 5 and 6:15 a.m.
Okay, now what time did you come down to the lounge, Mr. Edgeworth?
I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Republic of Zhengfa.
Ah! You were there the whole time from 5, yes? Then you were the only one who could be the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth, were you really here in this lounge the entire time from 5 a.m. onwards?
Unfortunately, yes.
But then how do we explain the footprints?
It's not that obvious? This man waited for Mr. Hicks here in his lounge and waited to kill him. And then he put the corpse into the elevator. I don't know about that. That is when the turbulence happened. My eyewitness testimony may have been mistaken. But what time I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator on the second floor does not matter. Because the entire incident concluded here in this lounge.
Everything happened in this lounge. Is that what you really believe, Mr. LeBlanc?
Oh, do you have another idea?
I simply feel that there is something out of place in the scenario you presented. Is there something that can tie this crime to a location other than this lounge?
Maybe this?
Let's see. Okay.
Oh, this, right? Because he would have had to get this from the shop.
Take that!
The murder weapon. This little piggy bank is sold at the in-flight shop. It is sold there and only there. It is not displayed here in this lounge. How then did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious?
Such a trivial point. Delicious. It only means you prepared it, taking it from the shop first before coming here. Doesn't prove you're innocent at all.
Is there no way to win with this man?
Oh, who dat?
If I may,
What is it?
you see, well, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says.
Oh, and why do you know this so well?
Well, it's just that piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes.
And when was this?
It was maybe around 5:40 a.m.
Isn't that just before we hit that patch of turbulence?
That's right.
You were in the shop just before the turbulence?
Yes, I was.
Come to think of it, Miss Tenero, when I found the body, I believe you came out of that door.
Yes, I did.
And what is beyond that door?
That's the flight attendant's room.
Then you were on the first floor.
Yes. I had to do something in the shop and in the flight attendant's room. So I went to the shop first and then to the flight attendant's room.
Are you saying you passed by me at some point?
Yes, you seemed really into the issue of Sky magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by.
I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was.
Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there.
Why did you go to the shop in the first place?
I went there for a work-related matter.
Work, you say?
Yes, the upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities.
Why did you not say anything about that until now? Is what I want to know.
In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well.
Shall we head over there then?
Well, what is it now?
Aren't you forgetting something, Miss Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop? No, I haven't forgotten. But I've already asked him for permission to search the entire plane. So I think we're all right. Huh. That's weird.
What is it?
Well, I just talked to the captain, see? And he said that he didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all. Uh-oh.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Tenero?
It means she's lying. Go on, admit that you are. You said you had permission to search all over, but you don't. And yet here you are. Uh-oh.
You, flight attendant. What are you trying to do? Pull the sheep over us?
The captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda. Uh-oh. Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way.
Miss Tenero, why would you do such a thing?
Please excuse me. Looks like I get to be in charge now. Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would follow me, I'll be your guide from now on.
There's something about Miss Tenero that has piqued my curiosity. But right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority.
March 12th, 8:32 a.m. Flight G390, first floor in-flight shop.
So this is the in-flight shop. It's quite a mess in here.
You think? Guess I'll have to clean things up then.
Hold on. You can't clean up a potential crime scene.
Oh, thank goodness. I hate cleaning so much.
I mustn't rush things here. I must remain cool, calm, and collected. Because this piggy bank was left at the crime scene. There is a very good chance the killer had paid this place a visit.
Indeed. Okay. I think I'm actually gonna call stream a little early today because I did not get a lot of sleep last night and I'm pretty wiped out. And tomorrow is a big day for my girlfriend, so I will be supporting her and I won't be streaming. But to make it up, I'll try to stream Saturday, okay? We'll do a little Saturday stream and then a Monday. So, yeah. That's gonna be the move because your boy tired. It was hot as hell last night. I just couldn't sleep. But I appreciate y'all being here so much, and I will see you not tomorrow, but hopefully Saturday if I get a chance. And until then, peace. There we go. Peace.
I feel the peace and contentment inside as I open my heart. I got nothing to hide. Wouldn't trade anyone here by my side for a ransom of riches. My fortune is pride.